All right, today we're talking about right hand rhythm, how to get that thing locked, precise, but yet loose and funky. And I think one of the secrets and one of the things that's overlooked is upstrokes. And we're going to isolate those bad boys today. I'm going to give you a free download with it too. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. Terrio back at you. That's a little clip from my new course called Deep Pockets Rhythm Guitar Mastery. If you are so inclined, check out the link below. And I've gotten a lot of great comments so far. I think it's a good course and it covers all this kind of stuff. Also, thanks to you guys that came out to the gigs in New York and LA over the last week. I really appreciate it. It was great meeting a lot of people that watched the channel. And a little shout out to my fans, Deb and Lynn. Thanks for the snazzy shirt. I love it. All right, here we go. This lesson is kind of inspired by some of you guys out there because you kind of called it out on some of the past videos. You're like, Shane, you never talk about the right hand. You never talk about upstrokes. Like, how are you using so many upstrokes? And can you talk about when you use upstrokes? I forget the exact questions, but basically that's it. And I was like, I never really thought of that before, honestly. I swear I never did. And then I started watching the video. What are they talking about? Yeah, there's a lot of upstrokes. And if you really think about it, a big part of the funk, the syncopation on the 16ths are on upstrokes, something like this. That's upstroke. That kind of little slinky stuff. The E's and the ands of the beat. And I'm going to go into that in a sec. So what I decided to do for this lesson is come up with a little thing. There's a little groove you'll get. And we're going to isolate only upstrokes, okay? And then that's going to kind of burn them into your right hand. Because, yeah, it is an important thing. I never really thought of it. I never learned it that way, but I guess you can learn it this way. So what I'm going to do first is play the example, and then we'll go through it. And you'll be able to get the download. All right, here we go. So if you want the download, there's a link below. You just sign up for my mailing list. Absolutely free. You'll get the download. Now, don't be super tacky and do it and then immediately unsubscribe. I mean, at least hear me out. It's free lessons, a bunch of you guys did that. It was kind of like, wow, okay. Anyway, so here we go. What I'm doing is I'm isolating upstrokes, obviously, but this is a cool little 2-for-1 lesson you'll get because we're just talking about using little, I guess they're dyads, I don't know, they're double stops, they're thirds. So you'll get a little mini lesson on both. So the progression is very simple. It's 2 bars of C minor or C minor 7, and then 2 bars of F minor 7, all right? But what I'm doing is I'm using my first finger and my second finger, and I'm playing a double stop. That's a C and an E flat. That's the 5th fret 3rd string with my middle finger, 4th fret 2nd string, my first finger. Then you just move that shape up a whole step. Now, this is another double stop shape. Notice the fingering, very important. I like that fingering, you could do that, but this is what I'm doing. E flat and G, that's my ring finger and my pinky, 8th fret, 3rd and 2nd string. Then you go back to shape number 2. So 3, 4, 1, 4, 1. Notice isolating upstrokes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a... See, when you're playing ups, when you're playing the E, 1 E, now here's the 16th, 1 E and a 2 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and up. That's the stutter notes, I call them. You could play that with downstrokes. It's really awkward. I mean, if you're playing a reggae thing, you could use downstroke, but ups, it makes it easier to get that sort of choky sound. Now, I'm using the left hand to lift off, and you get that staccato. But that is all upstrokes. Now, when it goes to a 4 chord, I'm just doing this move. So first thing is, that's this shape that we learned with these fingers. I'm playing down here, F. So first finger's playing the A flat and the C. That's the first fret, third and second string. Then you just move that up a whole step. Third fret. First shape again that I showed you on C minor. So 1. That works over the F. I did that just to put a little end to it. So the whole thing, 3, 4 E and 1. All upstrokes. 4 E and 1. E and 1. Now, you could play that part if I was playing on somebody's project or record or song, whatever, and you wanted a real staccato, that works. What you can do now is start to add in some of the other ghosting 16ths. You know, just a little bit. Just to get a little funk in there. One more time. 2, 3, 4. There you go. Upstrokes. Isolate those things. Make them your friend. And after you own them, they'll serve you well to play the funk. All right. I'll see you soon. Check out Deep Pockets. Hey, give me a like, subscribe. I'm trying to get to 20,000 subs by the end of the year. I appreciate your support and tuning in. All right. I'll see you next time. Stay funky. Terrio out.